In this video, we will be going through the steps that are most commonly used in a Conduit process. The first step is the Register New File step. This is most often used to create a file registration ID to track the file throughout its use in the Conduit engine. Next up is setting the file status. This is used to track the file status throughout the status of the file throughout the process's lifetime. The inputs of this are most commonly the file ID, which we are creating in the Register New File step, and the status, which here we have set to extracting. Next up is actually getting the data into the database. To do this, you'll use the File to Database step. This is done in the Conduit Mapping Tool. To map the contents of the file, you can drag and drop from one side of the mapping tool to the other. To create a staging table, you can go to the Records tab and click Create Staging Tables within the target record form. This will also automatically map the data from the file to the staging table. The next step is the database to database step. In this step, we take the data gathered by a SQL query from the staging table to the Emprise Standard Object. Once again, you can drag and drop the data from one side to the other. If any logic is required to map the information, you can hit the FX button and input the logic into the provided code editor that then shows. The next mapping tool is the database to file step, which pulls data from the Emprise Standard Object and writes it to a file. The put file is the final step in this process, where the file is put onto the local system. We use the source file from the database to file process flow output, and we have our directory and target file name set here. If we go to the directory, we can find the example file output that has been created already. When compared with the example file, you can see that the data is the same.